It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll see Geno Smith. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Seahawks and the Rams on EA Sports.
It's known as one of the loudest stadiums in sports for a reason, and it'll only get louder as the collective 12th man starts cheering for their Seahawks. Welcome to Lumen Field in Seattle. Thanks so much for joining us, everybody. Up here in the booth, I'm Kate Scott alongside Brock Heward. And Brock, now that we're into the November portion of our season, we've got a pretty good picture of who both of these teams, at least who we expect these teams to be from here on out.
Yeah, no question about it, Kate. They're through the opening rounds if this is a boxing match, right? In the season-long fight. Early issues been worked through, at least you hope so. And this is where they have to be in that groove as we push through the heart of the season. Any team with hopes beyond Week 18, they got to be figured out. They figure out who they are and what they are right now. Their biggest strengths and their most glaring weaknesses. In this game, it's about emphasizing those strengths, hiding those weaknesses, and playing some winning football.
His return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. They'll be led out by the 12th-year pro from West Virginia, Geno Smith.
Some tough luck last week for this quarterback, Kate. 2 touchdowns, the 1 interception, and you just know the way it works. These coaches love to tell us they always think about the losses. They sting way more than the wins. It's the same thing with the quarterback. He's not thinking about the touchdowns. He's thinking about correcting that interception and knowing right here he's got to play some clean ball.
He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve. Some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
And he has enough room to gain about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
This is Walker on second. Across midfield at the 45. And finally down right along that opposing 40. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Ready.
Smith on first down. Complete to DK Metcalf. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs.
Now right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom, connect on a big shot and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Walker. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Just a yard that time. They needed more, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Hey, here we go, hey.
They'll try to run it with Walker. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Seahawks finish up an excellent opening series. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Well, he couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So the Rams offense getting out there for their opening drive of the game. And they're brought out by the 16-year pro, rebounded from an injury last season, Matthew Stafford.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
The first carry now for Kyron Williams. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. Second down now, 7 to go. They stay on the ground with Williams. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Brought down by Dre Jones. After the play, we've got a guy in some pain, and this is a worrying one. Cooper Kupp getting looked at. Remember, he's missed time in recent seasons with injury. Stafford now on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, here's Stafford. That's on target, Puka Nacua. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. All right, I'll set up now, 1st and 10. They motion a receiver left. Throwing now on 1st down, Stafford. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Seahawks pick it up. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's at a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
Finds a seam down the middle. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Here's Walker running right. And they make the stop, but a lot closer to the end zone now. He got it to the 11. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Running with Walker again. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. They get 2 on the play, and now they've got 1st and goal. Out of the gun, here's Smith. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
Those guys, Kate, even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense. Trying for it, it's Walker. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. We'll get an injury stoppage. That's one of the Rams who's pretty shaken up and being tended to. On 1st down, here's Stafford. Throw reeled in by Higbee. This is ahead for about 5. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
They've got a man in motion. Shotgun snap to Stafford. That one complete to Higbee. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20. A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. Neither side separating much so far. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. time for the second quarter of play. It's Rams football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Throw finds DeMarcus Robinson. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Now Stafford again. Throw complete to Williams. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Brought down by Reek Woolen.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. It's complete to Higbee. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. It was Tyrell Johnson with the tackle. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainers heading out to take a look. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Stafford from the gun. That's caught for the 1st. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down. Give to Williams from the gun. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Tackled there by Jerome Baker. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 41. He'll get this to Cup. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. They'll get 18 yards there. And it brings up an LA 1st down. Throwing now, Stafford. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Now Stafford to throw. Finds him on the slant. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Off the play fake, it's Stafford. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
On comes Joshua Carty and the Rams field goal unit to try it on 4th down. From the right hash, this is going to be a 41-yarder. Slide's kick is up and good. And that cuts the lead in half, down to 3.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Starting from the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
There we go, Sonoma.
A play fake. Now Smith to throw. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. Now we'll see the medical team head out. The Seahawks have an injured player. He's in some obvious pain there. Play action here with Howell. Buys time, rolling right. On the move, looking deep down the middle. DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. And now they're going to face 3rd down. And the shotgun, Howell. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
My goodness, was that some kind of speed off the edge. There's only a handful of tackles in this league that have the lateral movement to stay in front of an end like that. It may be time for this quarterback to start mixing up his cadence, his count, certainly making sure this defensive end can't get off the way that he has.
And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Rams and receiver Cooper Kupp taking the field once again. And you can see he's in chase mode, trying his best to catch the league leader in receiving. Right now, sitting in second place. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. 2nd and 3 now. Up the gut they go with Williams. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. They're now set for 1st and 10. They fake the handoff now, Stafford. Completes, it's Atwell. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Puka Nacua the target on that throw. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Ready.
Stafford back to throw. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. To throw, Stafford. Passing struggles, bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL that it come down to a play or two and 3rd downs critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, the coach wants to see them convert those.
Slide's kick is up and good. And it'll knock this game up late in the 2nd quarter.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Seattle. The Seahawks have a lot of work to do for any points before the break. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Let's go now. Go.
Foul out of the shotgun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. The defense calls a timeout. So that's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down.
Let's go. Let's go.
Now Howell off to play action. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Seahawks bringing out the punt team. The return begins on their side of midfield. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. It's scored as a 51-yard punt. And the Rams will take possession. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Stafford. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain. Second down now, 7 to go. Working from the gun, here's Stafford. Cup on the catch. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Clock continuing to run as the Rams hurry to the line. Stafford now on third down. That's taken in by Cup. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. He manages a gain of 8 there. And the Rams are going to have a first down. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Able to find Nakua here. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Free play here. Let's see what he does. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense.
Offside. Defense.
Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach.
Automatic first down.
1st and 10 for him now, following the penalty. Now Stafford again. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Throw complete to Williams. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. He is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
That's incomplete left side.
So many coaches love third downs and practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these third downs. Give him the first half trifecta. He's 3 for 3 on field goals. And as much as they'd like 6 points to end drives, not 3, they can at least be happy they're getting consistent looks inside field goal range, and he's delivering.
Some good work on that return. Brock gets this out to the 33. We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half. To the air on first down. Howell. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Flushed out of the pocket. He's keeping it. They gain 14 on the play. And the Seahawks will have a first down. Howell from the gun. Rolling left, buying some time. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. First down, Howell. Into the hands of Tyler Lockett. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This is a 48-yard look for him. Myers' kick is good. And that's going to tie us up just before halftime. We've reached halftime, and it's been an even one so far. We are all tied up at the break. Now we'll jump from the West Coast to the East Coast, down to our studios in Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll start things out with an NFC matchup down in the Southwest as Chicago is in town to take on Arizona. And as they approach halftime, it's the Bears who are out in front. Caleb Williams has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we'll take the trip east to Wisconsin to check on the Packers at home at Lambeau. And they trail the visiting Lions in that one. A touchdown there for Jahmyr Gibbs. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Houston Texans. Garrett Wilson leading the way with 3 touchdown catches. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference. These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Something's got to be the difference maker here in half number 2. We'll see what it is as we're off and running once again. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And he's been having such a great season in this offense. You can see, actually top 5 in the league in receiving touchdowns so far. Here's Williams to start the drive. He's contained at the line for no gain. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Stafford from the gun. He'll get this to Cup. We'll have him gain about a handful there. It was Tyrell Johnson with the tackle. Got to figure out this 3rd down here. Here's Stafford. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Williams. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. It was Tyrell Johnson with the tackle. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, it's Stafford. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Shotgun snap to Stafford. He gets this one in Nakua. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. So after that completion, we've got a player in some visible discomfort. And here come the trainers to get him some help. Rams going to punt on 4th down, and they're calling Ethan Evans to the field. He punted 4 times last week in the win, and his first of this week is away. And it sails out of bounds. That's a good kick. Got all the way down to what looks like the 10-yard line before leaving the field. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Defense showing blitz. Howell. Forced out to his right. He's running with it. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing he woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this piece down.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Play action here with Howell. It's caught Metcalf. Into the red zone. All the way, touchdown Seattle. The Seahawks grab the lead on their first series of the half. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
And this one, thankfully, not off the mark. He gets it to go. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. He stopped on the return at the 27. Out come the Rams on offense. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
I love that. They take the handoff now, Stafford. He's got the hook up to Akers. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Stafford back to throw. He throws a bullet deep to the... And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Rick Woolen with the INT. And the Seahawks get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Alex Singleton makes the tackle. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Staying with Walker. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Jared Verse on the tackle. 3rd and 4 coming up now. And the shotgun, Howell. Pass complete to Walker. And he's going to be out of bounds right along the 20. That one ends up a gain of 6. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Let's go now.
Walker on 1st down. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Hand off to Walker from the gun. And he got what he could there, only to the 14. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4. Howell out of the shotgun. He's on the move. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. Picked off by Tre'Davious White. Now after throwing the pick, we see him injured on the play as well. Nobody wants to see an insult and injury on the same play for him. Hopefully he's just shaken up. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Not a person in this stadium didn't start tensing up the way I did up in the booth. You could feel that goal line coming, right? Pressure right in his face. Nearly turns into a couple points now. And now you got to be so careful. No breathing room for the next snap.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. He gets him 9 on the ground, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 6.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Throwing is Stafford on 3rd. Short pass brought in. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
On 1st down, here's Stafford. Cup on the catch. And that's good for a gain of 5. Tackled there by Jerome Baker. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Rams football. They trail late, but this game's still very much in reach.
Libra.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Set.
Now it's Williams. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10.
Set.
Defense showing blitz. Stafford. That's taken in by Cup. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. That's him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Wait, 7. Set.
Putting a receiver in motion. Throwing now on 1st down, Stafford. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Couldn't connect with Puka Nacua. So it'll be 2nd down.
Ready.
Now Stafford again. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's out just a second shy of reaching the red zone. Now following that completion, we see a man shaken up. Officials calling for a pause as he gets looked at. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Now Stafford to throw. And he's going to be marked down 5 yards short of that first.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 16. He completes it in traffic. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And he has the Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams now trail by just a point in the 4th. Cooper Kupp the touchdown. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Seahawks start headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. They get that big old marker out, cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. Walker running to the right. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
From the 39. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Punting unit out now. And he'll have this fair catch right along the 25. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And the number of times he's been targeted has led to some serious results. He's currently top 5 in the NFL in receptions. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he's going to be marked down about 4 yards away from that first down marker. 2nd and 3 now. From the 32. Allen on the catch. And he gets back to the line, but no more. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. He'll throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, it's Stafford. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect with Puka Nacua. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Looking to throw. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
He has it at the 13. And he'll scrape together what he can on the return. He gets it back to the 20. The Seahawks and wide receiver DK Metcalf set for another drive. Well, their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Smith. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tre'Davious White. And the defense has come through. They're in the end zone, and that gives them the lead. Cardi now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Rams break that tie and now lead by 7. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick 6. Need short memories here as they head back out. Now Smith coming off that pick. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. Looking for Tyler Lockett on that play. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Here we go.
Here he is to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. That's a catch. Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Setting up to pass. Put the body on the line for his team. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Took his shot at 6 that time. And now it's 2nd down.
No ball.
Back to throw. And what a risk, but he can't hang on. No interception, but nearly a turnover in the end zone. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Hey, here we go, hey.
Looking to throw it. And Willie, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. They connect for the 1st. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. Now Seattle going to call it 2nd timeout. Still one more in their pocket to use. They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind them, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Here we go, here we go.
Now to throw. And they pull it off. A touchdown catch in the final moments. And now overtime or a win right here are on the table. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
In the 11th hour, now a point after try to tie this game. So they're going to go ahead and call a timeout here. Only 3 seconds left in the game. Defense had a chance to scheme it up, now lined up to defend this try.
Here we go, here we go.
All or nothing, they'll run it. Oh, he stopped short. They hold him out and prevent the 2-point conversion. And that right there should win them this ball game. Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Short kick gathered in at the 15. And he's brought down, Brock, and that brings this ball game to a close. So it's the Rams who take this one on the road. And they're able to run this winning streak to 3 as they have really caught fire recently. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams are winners as we say so long from Seattle.